Hey guys, what's up? This is Bharat, you're watching iGyaan, and finally the Xiaomi Mi A2 has arrived. It is a revision from the exclusively popular Xiaomi Mi A1 that was launched last year. This one gets some additional upgrades and some design features, but more or less a simple upgrade to a really popular device. Let's quickly unbox it and let's get started. So box almost identical to the box of the Mi A1, not a lot of change here. We do have some specifications on the back. The price has been removed and we'll leave the official price in the description below. And again, what do you guys think it's going to be priced at in India? Do let us know in the comment section below. So once I cut through the plastic, remove the top cover, the first thing inside the box is yet another box that will house the SIM ejector tool and also a dongle. That is because this device is missing a 3.5mm headphone jack, so you will need a USB Type-C to 3.5mm headphone jack dongle, which also means that this phone does have a USB Type-C port. You'll also get a SIM ejector tool, and if you go further in, you will also get some documentation, a user manual, and you will also get a silicone back case. Now the silicone case is nice, it's quite glossy, and that will come in handy because the next thing I'm going to look at is the phone itself. Again, you can see some specifications and some stickers on the phone. I'm going to get rid of these plastic stickers. Now why I think the glossy silicone case will come in handy is because if you don't like the matte finish back panel, which is this black color, you can put on the silicone case, which will make your phone slightly more subtle. It'll obviously make it more stealthy because it'll get rid of any branding for me at the back, and it'll also make it a little glossy, less fingerprint friendly, so it'll make it really nice to look at. But you can also get rid of it if you like the matte black finish, which I personally like the phone without the case. Now I'm going to place the phone to the side for a minute and show you the charger. It is a 5V 2A charger, which is a little bit of a letdown. I was expecting some sort of faster charging, but it's not in at least the box. I'm going to check out a faster charger and see if the device will support that later on. You'll also get a good quality USB to USB-C cable, and that about completes the unboxing experience. It's time to take a look at the device itself. So right over at the front, you can see that the design has not changed a lot, and there is no notch, unfortunately. So you're not getting a fuller edge-to-edge display sort of design going on over here, but you do get a front-facing camera, which is a 20 megapixel camera this time around. You do get a f2.2 aperture on this camera. Below that, you will have your display, which is a 5.99-inch Full HD Plus display with a 2160 into 1080 pixel resolution. You can also see that it's an 18:9 aspect ratio. The bottom of the device does have the USB-C port. Really nice symmetry at the bottom. You do have it flanked on either side by two grills and screws, perfectly symmetrical. No 3.5mm headphone jack. One of the grills has the microphone and one of the grills has the speakerphone. Over at the right, you do have your power button and volume buttons. On the top, a secondary noise cancellation microphone and an infrared blaster. And over at the left is where your SIM tray is, and if you remove this, you'll be able to see that it has only 2 SIM cards and no expansion. So that is also a little bit of a letdown, no micro SD card expansion. Even if it was a hybrid tray, they've completely removed that. Now over at the back, you do have a vertical camera layout. In this scenario, you do have dual cameras. One is a 12 megapixel sensor with an f1.8 aperture, and the second is a 20 megapixel depth sensor, and I could really find no other purpose for it. But again, once the phone does officially launch, we'll have more details on it, but for now it seems that the 20 megapixel sensor is just for depth usage and nothing else. The phone can now finally capture 4K video, which is an additional advantage. So if you power the device on, you'll see that it's running a completely stock Android One experience. It's running Android 8.1 out of the box. You don't have any custom applications or any bloatware. The phone is smooth from the get-go, which is absolutely fantastic. Xiaomi has added their own camera application, which does give you a lot of control over the camera, including a portrait mode, manual shooting modes, and lots of other features, including their filters, etc., that you can enable and use from this camera. The front-facing camera also gets a bokeh mode or a portrait mode, which will allow you to take pictures with the background blurred out. And you also have additional photography shooting modes, and in the front camera you can also enable HDR and also front flash capabilities. Now of course we want to test this out in depth. We did run basic benchmarks, and you can see the scores for those on the screen right now. Now for other specifications, for the chipset, you're getting a Snapdragon 660 chipset. along with a 4GB of RAM and 64GB of onboard storage. The device does have a 3010 mAh battery. Like I said, only a 10-watt charger inside the box with 5V and 2 amps, which is a little bit of a letdown. Overall, the phone is a significant upgrade over the previous generation of the Mi A1, adding certain bit of features, but not a lot, and the display remains the same without a notch on the top. Not a lot of customizations as well, so you're not getting dual apps and some of the other features that people are used to in MIUI. Again, something that people like to choose. The phone is definitely designed for a stock Android experience, and you will get that with this device. Now we are going to be reviewing this phone in detail and comparing it with some other devices. So leave your requests for the review and for comparisons in the comment section below. If you like this video, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already a part of Team iGyaan. This has been Bharat. I'll see you guys in the next one.